Alright, hello. I'm gonna make this video very quick. It's a little late at night. Um, but I finally finished the V engine. I decided to upgrade it. It's now this double-sided, upgradable too, so now it's 10 times more powerful using this locking method right now. It can't really go on the ground, unfortunately, but it's super fast if I can get it to spawn in correctly. Ugh. Yeah, it's the really annoying part about this engine is it just half the time doesn't spawn in correctly. Alright. Yeah, boom. Look how fast it's going. I'm actually kind of surprised this works because there's 8 different connections, input outputs with the engine in it, so it's really hard to fit everything in with the timing belt. There is a small flywheel on it. It does actually help make it smoother. Does what also helps is the server not lagging. So yeah. Guess that's kind of it for the video. That's how it works. I could try running it on the ground. Hold up. So if I were to drop it, and why is the field acting weird? Oh, it's because the other engines are actually hitting the ground and detecting it. So if I were to slow it down just a tiny bit, alright. You can see it is running on its own power. Powerful. Give it a little more power. Just can't be hitting the ground. Alright, let's see if it can off-road. It probably can't really do it because, again, it sticks the ground really easily. And also the flywheel doesn't help. But apparently, yes, it can run on the ground and pretty well. So, yeah. Off-road. That's a pretty big hill. It went up that. So, yeah. The engine is stackable by 2 blocks. So it's really small. And is super powerful right now. So if I were to make wheels be a little more off the ground, then it would run way much better right now. Ow. I think it's pretty much impossible for the engine to stall out right now. Give it enough power. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm pretty sure just like literally one engine would help, or propeller, to get moving at first. Really would help at starting it up. But even then, it doesn't really need it if you're gonna make a clutch on it. But I'm too lazy to make one right now, so it's pretty stable. But yeah, you can't put too much power in it, or otherwise it starts bouncing off the ground. So yeah, it's the problem with this type of V engine. But if you don't want that, then you can just get rid of the inner hover engine, replace them with slabs, because the locking method, it's one off, so we actually use angle locks because there's just too small of an area to use compressors. There's no good way to actually use compressors, unfortunately. Um, so, but since it's one off, we can actually just use the outer areas to angle lock them together. And I'm really proud of this engine, I'm not gonna lie, it runs super well. Um, I guess I should show you a little more of But yeah, I just made a basic car with it. So actually test it. Timing. It's a mess, I know. This is a lot of random blocks, but really the only two good blocks in making engines for the timing belt are trails and half wedges. And that's it. Mostly made of. And the plates. Yeah, they do help with the engine. Try to keep it as close as possible to the engine so the hover engines can detect it before the ground, hopefully. At the ground, it would detect the plates. So, yeah. So it needs to be a very specific range for the hover engines to have the engine work when it's on the ground. You could make the wheels farther away. No, give suspensions. That would help. Personally, I'm proud of this engine. It's too hard to make it too stackable by 2, and it's really small. I mean, for instance, it's only like 9 blocks wide too. Thinking about it, because hold up, spawn 9 blocks wide. No, not 9. It's more like 11. If you really think about it this way, but if you're this way, then it's 9. So yeah. Yeah, as you can see, the server's lagging, so it's struggling. I did make sure there's no collisions happening in the engine already. Plates may look like they're touching each other. Well, they are, but they're not. You know, trying to phase through each other. Maybe we're too close to the ground. Yeah, you can see the lag. It's just doing this, jittering. It's not normal. Maybe the engine, something did not spawn correctly in the engine. Whatever. Maybe it's detecting the ground, that's why. One has cool suspension. Show this guy my engine. Yeah, I guess that's. She just didn't detect the ground. Man, otherwise this thing would work perfectly fine. Excuse me, what's getting. Swear to God, if I have to make this video again because there's something wrong with the engine. It'd be weird. Wrong. There is quite a bit of friction. I'm pretty sure it'd help if you made a lot of made it out of ice. So that there. There. What's colliding? I feel like there's a collision. So the engine's basically a V4, but I'm testing it as a V8 because I want to see. Because V8's is problem where specifically one of the pistons is um is beside two other pistons on the interior and is like indented in. So that was the main problem out of it. Now the engine's running fine, as you can see. Mostly fine. But yeah, if I were to slow it down, you can see it's just 2v4. Could offset these, so I have the first engine, I did offset the piston. But now you have the option. Not too hard to offset them. You just got to put a motor in the center. You basically do this, but to the top. Why is that there? That but to the top too. Then you put a motor and a motor two, both from each base, each camshaft. And then you do this part again, and then you do the second part, and then the and then you have to do the motor lock against to make sure that it doesn't move out of place. Camshafts don't glitch out at each other and stuff, and that's not good. So really late for me, but I decided to stay up since just slept all afternoon. I got home from school. In my opinion, school is exhausting. So yeah, sometimes it doesn't spawn incorrectly because motor lock and compressor lock is stupid. Sometimes it doesn't function correctly. Decides not to. And the worst part is once it can be able to motor lock, it can't. It can't, move back. Able to. Pretty sure that's why offset locking exists, so yeah, take it with a grain of salt. Not in all ways it's bad. Yeah, seems to be a slight collision issue. But that's it. Maybe the server's lagging. Alright, hold up 1 second. What doing? Private server. My friend has a private server, so hold up. Alright, just wait for the server. Let's see if it runs better in a private server. Might be able to fix these lag issues. I swear, nothing's phasing inside each other, so we don't have one of. Oh, this is so annoying. That's interesting. It highlights all of the strange. I don't know what's going on. Should not be. Because so heavy of limits for the suspension because it's the only reason why it doesn't glitch out. Let's see if we put these on 7. I think it's too short, that's why. as you can see, it helps prevent the pistons from phasing through the rest of the camshaft and being on the opposite side, basically. Dude, just I think they need to be slightly larger. I was too lazy to, you know, exactly put the suspension so it's like inside the block, actually not right there. And see any reason to, you know. Dude, you just there we go. Yeah, it's pretty sure it's gonna be somewhat laggy no matter what. I'd make this engine more powerful. If you get some speed, you can actually speed up the hover engines a little more. But as you can see, I have infinite torque right now. No problem turning. Is detecting the ground still fine? Yeah, as you can see, I'm going up hills, no problem. Oh no. Yeah, the engine's happy. Alright, well, I'm gonna end this video so I can post it very quickly.